Hi, my name is John Kim, and I'm from the National Study Academy. And I had a question from one of my students. It says, finding slope using the definition of a derivative at a point. There's about three definitions that you can use for the definition of a derivative, but I'm going to give you the most basic one, which is we call it f prime of x. In our case, it's going to be g prime of x. Doesn't really matter. Call it f, call it g. That means is defined as. So whenever I have a line with three of them, that's called a definition, or is defined as. It's a limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. That is the definition of a derivative. And so we're going to use that to use the g function, or let's just call it f function for now. Okay, function of x is x squared minus 4x. The first thing we want to do is we'll look at this one right here. So I'm going to use a different colored marker because that way you can kind of see what this stands for. F of x plus h is equal to, using this function right here, f of x, we're going to stuff x plus h wherever x is. So we're going to stuff this in here. We're going to stuff x plus h into this x right over there. That's called substitution method. We're just going to stuff it. So we're going to go x plus h squared minus 4 times x plus h. We're going to distribute this out. Don't forget, it's not just x squared plus h squared. It's going to be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus, and we're going to distribute the negative 4, minus 4x minus 4h. Don't forget that, okay? So that's your f of x plus h. That's going to be substituted into here, okay? F of x is located right over there. So let's do this again. F prime of x, by definition, is the limit as h approaches 0. F of x plus h, what happens to be this, which is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 4x minus 4h. All that subtracted by, I'm going to use a different marker for this one. Let's use blue right over there, f of x, which is, there it is right there, f of x, which is x squared minus 4x. All over h now. Use a black marker for that. What you're going to notice is, I'm going to use a highlighter. All or most of these, this portion will cancel out with the f of x plus h. X squared minus x squared. That cancels out right there. Plus 4, minus 4x plus 4x, because it's minus and a minus is plus. So minus 4x and the plus 4x is going to cancel out as well. So I'm going to use, I don't know, let's try green this time. That's equal to a limit as h approaches 0 of 2xh plus h squared minus 4h all over h. And this will happen all the time. If it doesn't, then you have a problem. And the point is that the h, you have to cancel it out before you plug in 0. So it cancels with this for the first term. It cancels it with this to an h on the second term, and cancels it to a 1 on the third term. Or you can just factor out the h, and then cancel the h with the factoring out of h. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We get the same answer. So we plug it in. It's the limit as h approaches 0 of 2x plus h minus 4. And now we can plug in h equals 0 in here. You get 2x minus 4. We're almost done. That is 8 f prime of x, right? So we plug in your x value at 3 now. At x equals 3, f prime of 3, you go back in here, you get 2x minus 4 2 times 3 minus 4, because f prime of x was 2x minus 4. And you end up with a slope of 2. In other words, this is the slope, and means you saw slope, right? The tangent at x equals 2. And hopefully that will help you guys. Good luck on your homework. Thank you.